let's not overanalyze this. Especially don't overanalyze community service. This is a paragraph. Community service is something you do in your community that you should spend no time planning. It should cost you nothing. Your brothers should all participate, and it's a little sweat equity. Okay? You find something that's needed. I particularly like cleaning the highways. You get your own sign there, Pi Kappa Alpha for this part of the highway. You do have to make sure it's clean, you know, for the sign to work. But there's big brothers, big sisters, after-school programs. I mean, there's numerous things that your community needs. Pick one, do it every year. Contact them when you start, find out when they want you, be there. It's done. It's easy. Philanthropy is the harder part, okay? I mean, we deal with 90 chapters now, and what I have found is most of the chapters don't keep good records. They don't know what worked, what didn't work. A lot of them try something different every year. They're slapping it against the wall. A lot of the philanthropy chairmen are relatively new members, maybe don't know the systems, and you know, it's like a deer in the headlights sort of thing every single time. And for you guys to really be successful in philanthropy, and for you to get a brand, which this is branding through philanthropy, you need to be consistent. You need to have a signature philanthropy that you're known for. And if you do that, it happens every year. So it's not brand new. You know the successes from it, you know what didn't work. You improve the things that didn't work, you capitalize on the successes. So there's a reason Susan G. Komen runs and walks every year. I mean, they don't have to plan it, they just have to put it on. So that's really important that you look at it from that standpoint. In the world of fundraising, we have a motto. It's called Kiss the Post. The kiss part is easy. Keep it simple, stupid. That's doing it over and over and over again. Post are the 4 pillars of fundraising: participation, online donations, sponsors, and teamwork. And a great philanthropy uses all 4. A good philanthropy, you probably don't have sponsors. I think it was a good philanthropy, and we could really improve on it this year, didn't do the online donations. And a typical $400 philanthropy is, we tried, a few people came, you know, that was it. So if you follow the program, whether it's My Cycle for Life or your own philanthropy, if you follow the 4 pillars of fundraising, you will succeed. A great philanthropy is fun, especially for you guys, but that goes throughout fundraising. People come to it because, yes, they want to donate to the cause, but B, it's fun. They talk to their friends, they spend X amount of time, and they have a good time. They go home and they feel good because they did it. So whatever you do, it should be fun. With your generation, you should have music, you should have sociability. It should be a good time when you're having it. Participation should be more than the Greek community. You need to find a way to engage your whole school. Now, there's a couple ways that you can do that, and the biggest one is utilizing your brotherhood. Everybody in your group does more than just a PIKE. They're on an intramural sports team, they're in the drama club, they're in the French club. I mean, I don't care what it is, but they all have outside places that they are. And you need to utilize them with sign-up sheets. Take this to your intramural game. sign the guys up. I mean, what we do, I am allowed to plug the cycle, so I'm going to, but we provide all of our chapters with sign-up sheets. We also provide them with a Square credit card reader. They send the guy to the club, he's got the Square credit card reader, he signs them up, he swipes their credit card, he marks it paid, and you have your money in advance, whether they come or not, who cares? I mean, they paid, right? But, you know, you should utilize your brothers to go out and get campus-wide participation. At UNH, I'll give you an example. The president of UNH donates every year to the Cycle for Life. Why? Because a brother, a couple years ago, went to his house, gave him a t-shirt and an invitation. At Creighton, every professor that anybody had came and cycled. Why? The brothers gave them an invitation. I mean, it's pretty simple. At our charity, we provide you guys with the invitations, okay? I mean, you just take them and you hand them out, and you know, why should it just be the Greeks raising money for other Greek organizations? You really should do everything you can to get the word out. Set up booths on campus, you know, have sign-up sheets there. I mean, go out and let people know what you're doing. Get your t-shirts and wear them the week before so that people can say, what's that? And you go, well, this is what we're having. Have the sign-up sheets with you. Come on, sign up, let's do this. I mean, you will get more participation if you're out in the community asking. However, the Greek system is still incredibly important for your participation. You all support each other. So if you want all those girls to come to your events, you better be the fraternity that goes to all of theirs. Be the guys that show up and say, you know, we support you, and be there. And then they will also come back and support you. Okay? I mean, participation just means getting the word out, and that's the key to it. Online donations. Some of my chapters are really good at this, and some of them are afraid to do it. I mean, I'll tell you right away, your parents, your friends, your family, their friends are very, very happy to donate to something you believe in. So if you can get the word to them that this is important to you, they will donate. It is the single easiest way for you to double or triple the dollars you're currently making in your philanthropy. We at the foundation provide an email. And it tells everything, it's got a picture, and we send it to the philanthropy chair. The philanthropy chair sends it out to every brother. He says, everybody bring your computer to chapter meeting. Everybody stays after chapter meeting for 10 minutes. Okay, you all have this email. I want you to forward it to 10 family and friends members. I'll plug us again on our website. Everybody has their own chapter page. So the email puts them to their chapter page. They hit the donate button. They put the credit card in. We get the notice that says it came from the University of New Hampshire. We email the University of New Hampshire Philanthropy Chair. You just got $50 from so-and-so. Okay? That's, I mean, it's such an easy way to get donations. I will also tell you what we do is we keep a record of every single donation that you get by email and by address. And we keep it forever. So the chapters that have been with me 4 and 5 years have pages of donors, because you get donors from brothers that graduate and you lose track of everybody. So what they do is I send them the mailing list. They say to the brothers, pull off anyone you're going to contact. They send back the mailing list to the foundation. We send the letter to all of those people asking them to continue to donate to your event. You would be amazed. The normal rate of return on that is 2%. We run about 50%. So that's, something that if you're not working with us, that's something you should be doing, is keeping track of these things. If you do the online donations, it really can save you if you have poor participation or something else goes wrong. I had one chapter that was all set up to do it. They were doing the online donations, and that 2 days before the event, the rec center pulled the bikes away. Okay, they had to cancel the event, but they had still $3,000 in online donations. So, they still had a good philanthropy, okay? Sponsors. This is the bane of existence for all fundraisers. It is incredibly difficult to get a business sponsor. They are asked every single day to support something. And they're going to support you because they believe in the cause, maybe. They're more likely to support you for advertising or added revenue. And you need to be able to say to them that if you give me this $100, I am going to put your logo at our event. I am going to put you on our website. I am going to, get you the advertising you need. And if you also have to be willing to negotiate. If he says, I don't want to give you any money. Well, give us a $25 gift certificate. Then whoever gets that will come in with that gift certificate with 3 or 4 people, and they'll spend $50. Cost him $12.50 for the gift certificate. So for $12.50, he gets $50. I hate to say this, but a lot of these guys need you to tell them that. Sounds crazy, but when you do that, you also show that you know what you're doing. When you are asking for business sponsors or online donations, it's really important you're working for a reputable 501c3 organization. There are a lot of rules and regulations to be a 501c3 organization. One of them is that you have to send a letter to everyone that donates $250 or more. You need to make sure your organization is doing that. Okay? You're not going to have any success the next year going back if they didn't get the letter. Okay? That's first and foremost. Second of all, you need to know how much of the $250 is tax deductible. The IRS a couple years ago was not issuing 501c3 licenses because their directive was to eliminate all the 501c3 organizations that did not give away at least 50% of what they took in. I think 50% is a crime, okay? I just don't agree with that as a fundraiser, but it took them 4 months to eliminate those people. So just because they have 501c3 status isn't enough to check. You really do need to know what percentage people take as a tax deduction, okay? So your businesses also need to know that, and they need the letter. And if your organization is not getting that to those business sponsors, that does not need to be $250. Any product you get, anything like that, they need a receipt for that, for them to be able to declare it. If your chapter is not 100% behind your philanthropy, you will never succeed. Your philanthropy chairman cannot do it alone. That's why they have committee members, okay, in any fundraising event. If you're expecting one guy to put on a fall and a spring philanthropy, you're going to burn him out right away, and he's going to say, I'm done, and I don't want to do anything else. The philanthropy chair could be a great succession point to external vice president and on up if you do it correctly. And by that, you need a succession plan. I mean, you need to have a philanthropy chair. Then you have your philanthropy event chairman. Okay? Then he has 2 committee members. Okay? The philanthropy chairman, the committee member, and the 2 members cover the post program. One takes participation, one takes online, one takes sponsors, one's involved in teamwork. Okay, now one person isn't doing all that. Okay, so when you change officers, one of the chairmen moves up to philanthropy chair, the assistant becomes the Cycle for Life or whatever chairman you have. You have a succession plan. You haven't burned everybody out. And if you don't make philanthropy a key part of your program, if you don't talk at recruitment that this is important to us, if you don't talk to your pledge class that you are expected, you are required to participate in our philanthropy and community service events, you are required to participate in our online event, you are required to show up at our philanthropy, and you are required to spend the same amount of money that we're asking the participants for. If you don't, as a group, embrace it, you will never, ever have a successful philanthropy. It's gone on forever, okay? I mean, they love you one day, you have a little bauble, and they hate you, okay? If you are known for a great philanthropy, that little bauble may not be quite the problem that it is without those kind of things. So it's important as the group to be involved, and that, believe it, it really will help you. We are the Pi Kappa Alpha Taylor Trudeu Cycle for Life Foundation, and we have a booth downstairs. We've been doing this for 5 years. Taylor died, and the Gamma Mu chapter at University of New Hampshire started the Cycle for Life, and it's a stationary bike marathon, and we ran it for 2 years at UNH to get the kinks out, okay? And then we started up the foundation, and we started calling on chapters. We had 6 chapters the first year, 17 chapters the next year, 60 chapters the third year. Last year was the first year that we were at the Denver conference. Signed up another 20 chapters at that. And this year, if you don't know it, we donated $250,000 to a researcher at MD Anderson, which is the #1 cancer center in the world. We are funding, and it's not me, it's you guys, okay? The Pikes are funding a phase 1 clinical trial that uses what's called natural killer cells. Everybody in their body has natural killer cells. If you have chemo, those are killed. And nobody up until this man has found a way to take them out of your body, keep them alive long enough to replicate them, and after chemo, put them back in your body. And this is it's a little bit more holistic way of, curing cancer, but it's cutting edge, and we deal with blood cancer, which is leukemia, lymphoma, and melanoma. But this we liked as, a trial because it could work with any cancer. I mean, it is a leukemia doctor that has developed it and is working on it. But anyway, that's who we are. We are the positive press for the Pikes. When you sign up with us, you send me an email, you commit to joining our group, and you send me a picture of your group. It can be your house, your brothers. I don't care if you're at spring break, but that goes on our website. You get your own chapter page. It has your own donate button on it. Okay? Then you let me know if you're going to be a cycle member or what we call a Plan B member. Plan B members are guys that don't have a rec center, don't have enough bikes, have a competing bike event on campus, something like that. So then they run any philanthropy they want and donate to the Cycle for Life. I have templates on about 8 philanthropies: Strikes with Pikes, Pikes Pizza, beach volleyball, my favorite, okay, I will admit it, Cal State Fullerton. They were a colony. They auctioned themselves off for a dinner dance, group dinner date and salsa dance lessons. They raised $5,000. I mean, it was like, first time out as a colony. So, but I mean, those are Plan B schools. So all my chapters, whether you're Plan B or a cycle chapter, you get the banner, you get the wristbands, you get the email campaign, you get the sponsor letters, the 2-part tax forms, you get advertising flyers, you get the Square credit card reader, you get sign-up sheets, you get our coveted red How to Put on a Philanthropy book, which every one of my members will tell you, if you follow the book, you'll have a great philanthropy. And you get our coveted Cycle for Life lapel pins that you've seen a lot of the guys wearing. I really believe that starts at recruitment, okay? I think that when you're bringing a brother in, you need to be saying to them, we do dance marathon, spring, fall, I don't care when, and it is a school-wide event, and it is something that is important to us, and you will be required to participate. The other semester, we run this philanthropy. This we run, and I'll tell you, Dance Marathon doesn't mean that much on the Smythe Award, okay? The other philanthropy that you do is what matters, okay? So you need to say to them, this is our PIKE signature event, and you are required to be there. I mean, membership has its privileges, but it also has its requirements, okay? I mean, that's in any organization. There are things, if you want to join the group, that you must do. And it's going to, you can give up on the seniors, okay? But you can start with the new group coming in and start there and build it that way. And, you can make a requirement of your pledge class to work on this second philanthropy. I mean, you guys can, you can't be afraid to require people things. I mean, if some guy says, I don't want to do that much work, do you want him in your group? I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, what you want are go-getters, guys that are going to be important to you. And some slacker isn't going to be that guy. I thank you all for coming. I invite you to visit our booth. You can watch the 3-minute video that tells you what we're all about, and we can give you some information, and we'd love to work with any of you.